Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we're live in Washington, D.C. with reaction from President Trump's executive order signed yesterday that makes changes to childhood vaccination recommendations. Plus, we'll have the details on a recent study in the Upper Peninsula that examines rent trends in the region. And tensions are rising in Baraga County as Bay Ambulance clashes with Lawrence Township over withheld funding. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
And we'll be checking in with Kelly Rowland for your first look at weather in just a little bit. But first, a new White House executive order which calls for reducing the number of vaccinations that kids receive is getting some pushback from doctors. Medical experts say there's no evidence the combination of the vaccines the administration is referring to are dangerous. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp has more.
Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, a doctor, is criticizing President Trump's executive order in which it's calling for changes in childhood vaccine recommendations.
Vaccination recommendations, and that has to do with many subjects, but including autism in particular.
The EO suggests that childhood shots for the measles, mumps, and rubella, or MMR vaccine, should be split into 3 different single disease shots and should be spaced out into separate medical visits. The Republican senator says, quote, "I am a doctor. This executive order is wrong. The president does not have the expertise to make these changes. Vaccines are overwhelmingly safe. Vaccines are effective. Vaccines do not cause autism. Breaking up vaccines will mean children have to get more shots to get the same protection, not fewer shots. It will increase hesitancy and make children less safe," end quote.
There's nothing that we lose with this. If the worst thing that would happen would be nothing happens. We're not going to lose anything. At the same time, we could gain tremendous, we could save hundreds of thousands of lives, millions of lives.
Public health experts have shared concerns that spacing out shots can lead to an increased risk that children become infected with a vaccine-preventable disease before returning for another visit. The American Medical Association did not address the president's executive order directly, but on the same day that the EO was signed, they said the U.S. is experiencing the largest measles resurgence in decades. The AMA says the MMR vaccine has protected kids and adults for decades, and there's scientific evidence supporting the vaccine's safety and effectiveness. In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
A new effort is underway to fill in the gaps of one of the UP's biggest challenges, housing. Invest UP is teaming up with regional planning agencies to collect information that has never been gathered before. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy explains why landlords across the region are being asked to step up.
For years, housing decisions in the Upper Peninsula have been made without key pieces of information. Invest UP CEO Marty Fatante says that's because the region has never had reliable data on rentals.
We know the challenge exists around housing all across the Upper Peninsula. We've got some data around new developments, and we've been tracking kind of that through building permits for a number of years, but we really don't have any data around rentals.
That's where the new Upper Peninsula rent study comes in. Invest UP worked alongside 3 regional planning agencies from the central, eastern, and western parts of the UP. Landlords and property managers are being asked to share information on rent, vacancies, and unit type.
It's a quick survey. It's no more than 15 minutes. There's no regulatory basis to it whatsoever. It's all informational. At the end of the day, we don't come in with any preset ideas to what that number looks like.
Fatante says the hope is that this data can do for rentals what it already did for new development through the Build UP fund.
This is a partnership, and it wouldn't happen but for the collaboration of the 3 planning districts all across the Upper Peninsula. So Wuppertal, QPAD, and UP have been great partners in this.
The survey is open now and closes Monday, August 31st. Invest UP says once it's done, the results could shape conversations with policymakers or developers across the region. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Bay Ambulance of Baraga County is currently in a standoff with the Lawrence Township Board over the withholding of millage funds for services in that area. In February of 2024, Lawrence Township, among others, agreed to a proposal of an increase to Bay's monthly funding. Upon this agreement and following 83% of support by Lawrence voters, Bay Ambulance says the township became inactive in its regular payments in 2025, leading to legal counsel getting involved. Throughout 2025, the township only paid half of its contracted funds while demanding a later payment date for 2026. As of last Wednesday, both boards have planned a meeting next week to further these long-awaited discussions.
Neither party wants to go on with this. Lawrence Township has come out and said they support Bay Ambulance, and I'm sure they do. It would just be nice if we would get the money that we deserve.
WZMQ 19 has reached out and is waiting for a response from the Lawrence Township Board. The UP State Fair returns to Escanaba in just 6 days, and crews are hard at work getting the fairgrounds ready to welcome more than 100,000 visitors. This summer, crews have constructed an office and lounge inside the swine barn, giving exhibitors a place to gather while they watch their animals. And thanks to a DNR Trust Fund grant, they're currently installing a much-needed bathhouse for campers staying on the north side of the grounds.
It's a lot of excitement, there's a little bit of stress, and there's a little bit of relief when it all goes well. The other 51 weeks of the year are exceptionally important to make that 1 week happen. This is a UP community resource, and so we take that role and that responsibility very seriously, and we hope folks have a good time.
Much of the fair's electrical infrastructure is up to 80 years old, so crews have made significant improvements to ensure a reliable power system for exhibitors and guests. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Kelly Rowland will let us know about our rain chances and temperatures for the rest of the week. We'll be right back.
I'm Tony DeCopel. The CBS Evening News is the story of America one day at a time.
I'm Tony.
While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one with Stay Clean technology, so your home stays beautiful longer. A gallon starts at a value of $21.79 after rebate. Pristine Exterior is Dutch Boy's most durable paint for all weather protection. With its rain rinse technology, water naturally rinses away dirt and grime. Plus, it resists cracking and peeling. A gallon starts at a value of $59.98 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk Furniture Marquette, we save you money. With hot buys like these premium sofas from Lazy Boy are 50% off. How about a leather stress-free chair and ottoman for just $849? There's hot buys in dining room too. This large 86-inch wood table is just $799. Mr. Mattress here, there's big discounts on Serta, up to $900 off. The Tempur-Pedic Breeze is on sale too, up to $1,000 off. You'll save on Stearns & Foster and Sealy too. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back, here to get you updated on your forecast. Things are pretty quiet for today. Just wanted to show you a big zoom out to see if we're tracking anything out west, and there's really not much going on. There is a lot of active weather all the way down into Ohio at this moment, so we zoom it on in and we just see our fair share of cloud cover, but there is still some areas that have the sunshine this evening. Not so much for us here in Marquette. That is not rain, that's just a little bit of clutter. Sometimes it can detect anything from dust to birds, something of that sort, but we are not seeing rain for today. tonight. Some cooler temperatures though, sitting at 72, also 69 out to Munising, 67 up to Copper Harbor. Warmer though down to Iron Mountain, sitting at 83, and Menominee at 78. We know it can always be a good mix of temperatures up to Eagle Harbor and Copper Harbor, and then all the way down to Iron Mountain. But at least for us, this was a pretty seasonal day. Almost 80 degrees, ended up at 79. That average is 75. So notice the average temperatures are going to slowly start decreasing as we get to fall pretty soon, but we still have plenty of summertime left and more seasonal and summer-like days on the way. So as for your first morning weather futurecast, we may squeeze out a few drops just from this dense cloud cover for the overnight, but really not going to see much at all. Expecting lots of sunshine for tomorrow, but we may have this situation again where with all the heating throughout the day, lots of lifting, lots of energy and stability, there may be a brief shower. I'm not fully convinced by it, but that's why I have the 20% for tomorrow. If you do see that rain tomorrow, consider yourself lucky because it is going to be so isolated, if anything. Better chance for rain though returns for Thursday, even at that. Not going to be a washout by any means. And as for the storm possibility, another reason why I have the 20% in there tomorrow is because most of us have no chance of severe weather. We do have some of us into that 0 out of 5 all the way down to the southern portions, and just barely clipped is that 1 out of 5. So if you do travel into Wisconsin or anywhere south, you are going to run into that rain. Some of that moisture may push up, so that's why I just have the 20% for tomorrow, but really not going to see much rain at all. May just have to leave a few minutes tomorrow morning because of all that moisture. We will have some reduced visibility, some patchy fog going to develop overnight. Some of these values, especially down to Iron River, maybe even down to Arnold through Iron Mountain, Escanaba, Menominee, those places may have about a mile or less for visibility, but northern places we should be a-okay for tomorrow morning. But it doesn't help to leave a few extra minutes just in case we do have some of that fog. As for the winds, that is going to be nice and calm for tomorrow. You're not even going to notice the wind at all because it should be less than 5 miles per hour, so we're not going to see any issues with wind blowing things around. And tomorrow actually should be really quiet in terms of the rain, the wind, and also the dew point. That can get you a lot in the summertime where you step outside and you feel that wave of humidity. We are going to be nice and comfortable for most of the week. We do get up to that humid range for Saturday afternoon, so that's when we start to reintroduce some showers and thunderstorms maybe back into the area. This also tells us when we need to watch out for maybe those humidity driven types of showers where sometimes it looks like they pop out of nowhere. That really shouldn't be an issue until we get to around the weekend. That timing on that still could change. But as for the temperatures, near average. I would say the further south you are, you do have that better chance of seeing some warmer temperatures, but it should be mostly seasonal. Slightly cooler though for those temperatures. We round off the week nice and dry and a bit cooler, and then some seasonal scattered showers for Saturday, kind of flip-flop back and forth between the rain and dry conditions.
Kelly, thank you very much. And coming up next on Insights, we're talking pre-K education with Marquette Algerisa. We'll have the details on enrollment and more when we come back.
Anything that's wrong with America can be fixed by what's right in America. We are defined more by our shared values and our differences, and we're having a conversation about how.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
We started back in 1913. Grandfather would go from door to door on a cart selling dry goods. It's great seeing people actually coming in saying, you know, my grandfather waited on you. We offer a wide selection of La-Z-Boy recliners, Smith Brothers Amish furniture. We also offer a wide selection of appliances, all with free delivery, and we'll set it up where you'd like. Being able to help the customer and satisfy what they're looking for in their house, making it the place that they want to be, has been one of the most rewarding things.
The UP State Fair returns to Escanaba August 17th through the 23rd, and it's bigger, better, and more exciting than ever. From thrilling rides to mouthwatering food to championship livestock shows and toe-tapping grandstand entertainment, there's something for everyone at Michigan's only State Fair. Don't miss a moment. August 17th through 23rd at the UP State Fairgrounds in Escanaba. Visit upstatefair.net for schedules, tickets, and more. WZMQ TV 19 is proud to be a reserved champion sponsor of the UP State Fair.
There's no looking back.
Don't look back.
I wasn't really looking back, just remembering back.
Remember back.
What do you say we start from here?
With a Rifleman.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. on WZMQ Me TV. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. It's that time of year again for parents to enroll their children in pre-K programming. Here to tell us about Pre-K for All is Marquette Algerisa's Early Childhood Education Director, Lindsay Carey. Lindsay, good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime for you. We're talking pre-K today. So what are the requirements to enroll your child?
So right now we're enrolling for Pre-K for All, so that is the free universal preschool program for 4-year-olds. So as long as the child is turning 4 by December 1st, we are ready to support them in all of our different programs across Marquette and Alger counties. And that's between Great Start Readiness, which is Pre-K for All, as well as Head Start has openings as well for children who are 3 and 4.
All right, gotcha. And how are program openings looking right now?
Yeah, we have programs that are 4 days a week, 5 days a week, and they're either full days or half days. So we've got a lot of flexibility in schedules, but they are starting to fill. So we're really trying to prepare for the students for the fall. So if your child has not applied, you have not applied for preschool for your child, please make sure you apply so that we can get them a spot, because some of our programs are quite full.
Sure, and as far as pre-K and the importance, what would you say is the significance of getting your child enrolled that early?
Yeah, for me, for sure, it is 100% the social piece. You don't, no matter how many children you have at home, you don't have a classroom of 15. And ultimately, the skills that children learn in the preschool setting is how to express themselves, how to deal with conflict, all of those skills that are critical for a really good community. So it's really, for me, it's the biggest thing is those foundational skills, those social skills, but then again, also those academic skills that are just through play, through engagement. And ultimately, it's a great opportunity to have high quality teachers, and it's free for families.
Excellent, all right. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there interested in how to apply or maybe learn some more. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so on Marisa's website, maresa.org, under our Great Start Readiness program, you can apply right there and see all the different choices for Pre-K for All. And so it's really important that we know where children are at so that we can plan accordingly.
Right, that was kind of my next question. You and I were talking a little bit earlier about just how important it is to do this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, when we wait to the last minute, if programs are full. It's not like public school where we can quickly add another program. That this preschool for all program has set limitations. So once we are full in these classrooms, they're full. And so if we find a greater need in a certain area and we can find a community partner to work with to extend it, we can. But at this point in the year, it's really tricky. So right now we're trying to catch those last minute, hoping to serve over 400 kids this year. My fingers are crossed and we're almost there.
All right, excellent. What else can you tell us about what the children will be learning in these programs?
Yeah, so our Pre-K for All programs between GSRP and our partners at Head Start, they have all of the early literacy essentials, the early math essentials. We have high qualified staff that are helping support. We have great partnerships, and what that means is it takes a village to raise a child, and early childhood is that time that we all come together to support the children and for the families.
Excellent. And you mentioned briefly the social learning that happens. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, so when we look at that social emotional piece, you can talk to any kindergarten teacher. I was one. That, those are those skills that once we hit those heavy academic years, it's really hard to teach those social skills that preschool really focuses highly on. And so that is one of my things that I hear people say, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to send him to preschool because we might homeschool. And I always say to those families, your choice. However, you don't have 15 children at home, so really those skills are so important for us kids to be able to say, no, I don't like that, or how to problem solve, or how to express themselves, and this is the time that we work on that. So that is the critical piece of early childhood, plus their brains are growing the biggest from birth to age 5. So if 90% of their brain is growing, then we really want to have them in environments that help facilitate and support that through play.
Got it. All right, Lindsay, I think those are all my questions, all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming on. Always good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And tomorrow we'll tell you what's in store at this year's Marquette County Fair beginning on Thursday. That conversation is only on 19 News Insights. Mike Ludlam has your look at sports. When we come back, he'll have some of the highlights as thousands of cyclists took off this past weekend for Ore to Shore. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
It's game day in the UP. When the cans are empty and the boxes stack up, don't trash it, recycle it. Recycle 906 accepts cans, cardboard, plastics, and more from across the Upper Peninsula. Game on, recycle on.
NCIS fans, the clock is ticking.
We'll be back CBS Tuesdays this fall
with more NCIS.
The killer sending a message.
We need to move. Go!
It's big time! Am I interrupting something? Help! Weapons down!
What is this?
Guess what they all have in common?
Chisel dabs.
Don't you go anywhere.
NCIS returns, part of CBS Premiere Week. Catch up anytime on Paramount+.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
It's super, it's science, it's fiction.
What is it?
It's Super Sci-Fi Saturday night on MeTV. After Sven gets swept away in adventures beyond our world, promising spaceships, lasers, giants, other worlds, and robots.
I will do my part.
Super Sci-Fi Saturday night.
Saturday nights on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home. Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The 27th annual Ore to Shore Mountain Bike Epic had outstanding weather as the cyclists made their way from Negaunee to Ishpeming and finishing at the Marquette YMCA. The 48-mile hard rock finish was much closer than last year's conclusion. More than 600 riders crossed the starting line. There was a slight problem with 2 cyclists rubbing tires and falling, but they were back up and going after about 30 seconds. At the Cleveland Cliffs mine shaft in Ishpeming, a pack of more than 24 was content to let the lone wolf go ahead. Plenty of volunteers made sure the riders had a safe passage through the busier intersections. A pack of 6 led by San Antonio's Hayden Christian was the first to climb the County Road 510 bridge. Last year's champion, Daxton Mock of Hayward, Wisconsin, conveniently wearing #1, also was in the chase. Concentrate on the right side of your screen for the finish. Daxton Mock held off Grayling's Jordan Wakely by a couple eyelashes, and that's Mock on your right to make it 2 wins in a row. Prescott, Arizona's Brian Motter was third, followed by Adam Govan of New Buffalo, Michigan. Mock won by 2.5 seconds later last year, so this was a lot closer.
Well, I honestly did not know this was going to be my race until maybe the last 5-10 seconds. I knew anything can happen here. It's always really exciting races and really dynamic, and yeah, it really came down to the last seconds. I only won with a bike throw, maybe by a bike lane.
I feel like right at the start there was mud after mud after mud, a lot of puddles. But I kept it upright in the mud, so I was happy about that. First time that I've done that. With the women's race, you kind of get stuck at the will of whatever group of men you're in. So at some points I was like, come on boys, are we racing or are we shooting? What are we doing? My competitor could be with a group of guys, and if I get dropped, they can catch me. So I did what I had to do to stay with that group.
Osborne is from Prescott, Arizona, and yes, we interviewed her a couple minutes after the race. Mock was interviewed after the awards ceremony. More than 1,025 cyclists accepted the challenge of the 28-mile soft rock. It took about 4 minutes and 20 seconds for everyone to cross the starting line. Marquette's Ivan Newman won in a photo finish, 1 hour, 25 minutes, 6.2 seconds. The women's soft rock winner was Marquette's Elaine Newman, 1 hour, 31 minutes, 17.3 seconds. She won by about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I used the same camera Sunday to shoot the final round of the Upper Peninsula Golf Association tournament at Grey Walls in Marquette. The camera said it was recording, but the video card didn't show any video, and I returned to the station. I'm very sorry. Fortunately, I did take a little video of 36-year-old Scott Prunick of the Marquette Golf Club Thursday on the 18th hole. On Sunday, Prunick made a birdie on 18 to win the tournament by 1 shot. Prunick and Wawanawin's Mark Clements went back and forth as the leader over the last 6 holes. Clements had a 1-shot lead going into the 18th, but his tee shot and third shot were not up to his standards. He bogeyed, Prunick birdied. This is his first UPGA crown. He was the runner-up in 2020. To the board, yes, to the board, please. Looks like this. Prunick 1 shot ahead of Wawanawin's Mark Clements, who was 1 shot ahead of Oakcrest's Bryson Mercier. This is his 5th in a row for Mercier, finishing in the top 3. Marquette Golf Club's Cody Langley was 4th. Portage Lake's Marino Pisani was 5th. Marquette's Bodie Moore had the best score in the final round, the 66, and Marquette won the team title. Negaunee Carol Waterman is an All-American in the 800-meter run. She finished 8th at the AAU Junior Olympic Games in Des Moines, Iowa, just over a week ago. At the UP Finals, she ran 2 minutes, 19.78 seconds. This time, 2 minutes, 12.79 seconds, so she increased her time by a bunch already. And we will be right back.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
Get ahead of lead. It's a new initiative to help families reduce lead in their drinking water. Here's what you can do. Use a lead-reducing water filter if your home has or you're uncertain you have lead or galvanized plumbing, a lead service line, or faucets older than 2014. Keep your water moving frequently. Clean the aerators on your faucets every 6 months. Learn other ways to improve your drinking water. Get ahead of lead, Michigan.
We examine EKGs and use advanced imaging to uncover minute details. But what we see is you. We see how your heart beats with love and powers laughter. Even as we practice the latest medical science and perform advanced procedures, what we see is how we can help you live a healthy and active life. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Heart Care. What we see is you.
Sundays on MeTV.
On Sunday.
Like on TV?
It's Aaron Spelling Sundays.
On Sunday.
Featuring 4 memorable shows from the legendary Hollywood producer.
That's Sunday on television.
It's Charlie's Angels.
The Bosley people.
Hello.
Heart to Heart.
We can have a heart-to-heart talk.
Fantasy Island.
That's one fantasy I've never considered.
And The Love Boat.
Like on a boat?
Yes, like on a boat.
Aaron Spelling Sundays.
Sundays on MeTV 19.1.
And a
final check of your forecast, as it is going to be cloudy for tonight. It should stay mostly dry, but we will have some very widely scattered and isolated showers in the overnight. Definitely some patchy fog, and some of that moisture does linger a little bit into your Wednesday, but we should have mostly sunny skies, especially for us here in Marquette. Temperatures into the mid-70s. That's fairly seasonal. It is on the cooler side for the rest of the week, and then we get back to seasonal with some scattered showers on and off through the weekend. Make sure to come right back here later tonight for another look at your forecast.
Will do, Kelly. Thanks again. And finally tonight, along with their usual selection, one business in downtown Marquette is serving up some reading this week. Trinary Toast Cafe is once again partnering with the Literacy Legacy Fund of Michigan. It's their second year working together. The week includes a limited edition Blueberry Sparkle Lemonade with a portion of proceeds benefiting Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Children aged 0 to 5 will receive one book per month through the program. The week's festivities will conclude on Thursday from noon to 4 with an Imagination Station. That is all the time we have for right now, everyone. We'll catch you back here tonight at 11:10 Central. We'll see you then.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopel. The breaking news right now.